Crew 10 is in space. And guess what? Tonight on March 15th, that's a Saturday, they will reach the space station. Now, on top of getting a new crew, the next thing here is that Crew 9 will be coming back in the next couple days, and therefore that is an amazing news. So let's see what we can learn from this last launch. So on March 14th, so that's yesterday at about 7:30 at night, we had the launch of the NASA SpaceX Crew 10. So let's see if we can look at some fun videos on this one. Let's see. That's perfect. So here I'm 53 seconds before the launch. There we go. So they had first planned to get the launch on March 12th. However, there was something happens and they had to postpone the launch. Now, keep in mind that we have Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore that have been on the space station for more than that's since June 5th, 2024. So I'm sure they were a bit disappointed. However, knowing that the launch of yesterday happened, that was amazing. So here we are about 30 seconds before launch. That was a beautiful launch as usual. So here on that day, SpaceX had 3 different launches, one for satellites, others for some Starlinks, and this one right here. So let's see how we're doing. So here you can see the 3 sections. We have here stage 1, stage 2, and we have here at the top the Dragon capsule. So there we go, and we have launched. Look how beautiful. We have the arm moving. We have here. So the launch was a beauty. Look at this. It's always amazing to see a launch how it is. Perfect. So we have here the launch that happened nicely. Let's see. So there we go. It's always amazing to have the cameras to show us what is happening. So the next thing we're going to do, let's see if we can, it's this one right here. At some point, so at 2 minutes 25, that's right there. We have stage 1 that was separated. So there we go. We're going to see it in a moment. There we go. So stage 1 left, and then we have stage 2 with the beginning of the motor. So stage 1 is used to get away from the planet, so get rid of the main gravity. So here you can see we have here stage 1 that is commencing its descent, and it was a very positive descent right there. So let's see if I can show you actually. So here I was able to see another video. So here that was from a SpaceX Twitter account or X account. We have the landing coming this way. Look at this. And you're going to see here. So we have the legs opening up, and then we have the landing. Look how beautiful this is. And these are several tens of meters in size. Now, I think this was the 399th landing, because not too long after, and I'm going to show that to you later, SpaceX landed its 400th first segment like this. Let's continue a little bit with this one right here. So we continued here for several minutes where we had the first separation. That's very good. And then we had another one. Let's see if we can. Let's see. It's this one right here. And there's was the second stage that left at the bottom here. And here we have a Dragon coming here. We have a piece of foam that was coming out. I was listening to the journalist, and they were saying that's a piece of foam that was protecting something. It's not the end of the world. It's not putting at risk the astronauts or the launch. I mean, they're gonna see what happened so that they can prevent that from there. So I'm gonna let it go a little bit more. So here we have the Dragon here capsule coming this way, and here at the bottom here we have a segment. It's called the trunk. Usually they can actually put extra furniture, extra goods here to bring to the station, for example. At this time, the only thing they brought were the 4 astronauts. So that's quite exciting. For people that want to know what is happening, so when you have a launch happens here, and then you have the first stage separation, and then we have the rocket that keeps on going. First stage goes this way and can come back. So landing are doing amazing. Now we have stage two and the rocket continuing, and here we have the separation again. And the reason for that here is that this booster here, that stage two, allows for the payload to go into orbit. So the first one here is to get away from the Earth's gravity, just the main push to get it out. And the last one here is for to put the vessel or the fairing into orbit. And here the plan was, so that was at 8:30 yesterday that they were in orbit. And I think it's at 11 p.m. tonight, March 15th, where they will actually meet with the space station, which is quite exciting. So if you're wondering who the Crew 10 is, here they are. We have here all the members. We have from left to right. So here, Nicole Ayers. We have the Roscosmos cosmonaut Kirill Peskov. We have here Anne McLean, and I'll give you their responsibilities in a moment. And then we have the JAXA astronaut, Takuya Onishi. So let's see if I can, let's look at some of what they will be doing. So McLean is the commander for the Crew 10 and is making a second trip to the orbital outpost since her selection as an astronaut in 2013. So 12 years ago. As you can see, patience is needed here. We have Ayers, who is the pilot. She was selected as an astronaut just a few years ago. We have Onishi, a mission specialist, and we have Peskov, who is another mission specialist here. Now here I was looking at some of the news. So the SpaceX Crew 10 reached orbit at 8:30. That was last night. And they were expecting about 28.5 hours until they reach the space station. What else do I have? So this, so the 4 astronauts were sent on the Falcon 9 rocket. And look at this here. They had a total here of 446 mission and a total landing. So that means that the first section be able to, so 401 came back. So here, if you look at the Falcon 9, you have the first section here, which is first stage. We have the second stage to bring into orbit the payload here, and then we have the fairing. Now, for this mission here, the astronauts are right at the tip of this Falcon 9 rocket. Perfect. What else is interesting? Oh, right here from SpaceX, I figured I wanted to show you. We have here the landing of the 400th time that the Falcon 9 first stage booster came down. So for the 400th time, it's amazing. That means that they can be reused. We're saving in resources. But even though it looks very nice now, it looks easy. It's far from being easy. It took years of putting the technology into place, and now it's able to get the rewards. Now, the Crew 10 is going to replace Crew 9. Now, Crew 9 is only made of 2 people. So we have here Nick Hague and Alexander Gorbanov right here. So how come Crew 9 was only 2 people? It was only 2 people because they needed to keep 2 seats available for the other 2 astronauts that were sent to the space station with the Starliner rockets on June 5th, 2024. So if you look here, this is Crew 9. Let's bring this smaller. So here we have the 2, the astronaut and cosmonaut I just mentioned. We have Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore. These 2 here, they were supposed in 2024 to go into space for 8 days. And that was June 5th. So if you look at the time, June 5th, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, they've been in space for 9 months and a half or so. So I'm sure they're looking forward to come back here. Right now, the commander of the space station is Sunita Williams, and there'll be a shift change, and then just the 4 astronauts here will be leaving. What else do I have for you? So right now we have Expedition 72 in the space. So we have here Sunita Williams and Butch Gilmore, and we have the 2 other crew right here. So right now we have 4 astronauts going up, and that means that we'll have in the space station 11 members. And then up until we have the 4 veteran teachers for veteran astronauts to come back on Earth. And this was basically what I wanted to share with you. So another great success. So next week, I'm going to most likely share with you a video where we're going to see two astronauts, which is, let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. So next week, we're going to be able to see Sunita Williams back to Earth, Butch Wilmore, and then we'll be able to see what's going on in the space station. So lots of technology going on, a lot of good people doing great work, and thank you SpaceX and NASA to get these missions going. On this, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'm going to put here another video related to astronomy, and I'll see you there.